Here's something nobody talks about enough. Your body changes, your reflexes shift, and that sports car you loved at 30, it's working against you now. Ever catch yourself gripping the wheel tighter than you used to, or feeling your lower back protest after just an hour on the highway? Maybe you've noticed that blind spots feel bigger somehow. You're not imagining it, but here's what most people get wrong. Aging doesn't mean giving up the open road. It means choosing wheels that actually respect your years of experience. SUVs built with one priority, making every drive feel like the easy cruise it should be. So today, we're counting down 5 SUVs for 2026 that get it right. These aren't flashy showpieces, they're thoughtful machines designed for people who know exactly what matters when you turn that key. Let's roll. Number 5, the 2026 Subaru Outback Wilderness. Now, the Outback technically sits between wagon and SUV territory, but stick with me here. This thing has a secret weapon, and it's not what you'd expect. It's the seat height, right at knee level, which means getting in and out doesn't require a gymnast's flexibility or a prayer to your hip joints. Subaru's eyesight system, it's watching the road when fatigue creeps in during those long afternoon drives. Lane keeping assist that doesn't feel like a nagging backseat driver. Adaptive cruise that smooths out highway traffic without you constantly adjusting speed. And here's the thing about Subaru drivers. They're loyal for a reason. This brand built its reputation on lasting longer than the loan that paid for it. The Outback continues that tradition with standard all-wheel drive that handles whatever weather decides to throw at you. Rain, snow, that weird icy slush that happens in March. For anyone who still takes weekend trips to the lake house or drives to visit family across state lines, the Outback stays comfortable. The suspension absorbs bumps instead of broadcasting them straight to your spine. Big windows give you sight lines without craning your neck. It's not trying to be fancy, it's trying to be dependable. And at this stage, dependable beats fancy every single time. Number 4, the 2026 Honda CR-V. Here's where reliability meets common sense. Honda figured something out that a lot of automakers missed. Older drivers don't want a spaceship dashboard with 70 touchscreen menus buried 3 layers deep. They want buttons, physical buttons, knobs you can turn without taking your eyes off the road. The CR-V delivers that in spades. But wait, it gets better. That low cargo floor? Game changer when you're loading groceries or weekend bags. No heavy lifting over a tall bumper. The rear door opens wide and everything just slides in. Simple engineering that respects your back. Inside, the seats sit high enough for easy entry, but not so high you need a stepladder. Visibility is outstanding. Thin pillars, big glass, and mirrors positioned where they actually help. And Honda's sensing suite catches things before they become problems. Blind spot warnings that aren't overly sensitive. Automatic emergency braking that gives you peace of mind without being jumpy. The ride quality, smooth enough for your morning coffee to stay in the cup. Quiet enough for conversation without shouting. And the build quality means this SUV will likely outlast your next vehicle purchase after it. For those who value practicality without sacrificing a comfortable ride, the CR-V is that old friend who never lets you down. Number 3, the 2026 Mazda CX-50. Now here's where things get interesting. The CX-50 is for drivers who refuse to believe that comfort means boring. You still want a little soul in your machine, a little personality, something that doesn't feel like driving a refrigerator on wheels. Mazda understands something crucial. Just because you're prioritizing ease doesn't mean you've lost your sense of style. The cabin feels upscale without being pretentious. Materials that actually feel good to touch. Controls placed where your hand naturally falls. And that heads-up display projects speed and navigation right onto the windshield, so you're not constantly glancing down. But here's what really sets the CX-50 apart: the driving position. Mazda spent serious time getting this right. The seat supports your lower back properly. The steering wheel telescopes enough that you're not reaching. Pedals placed so your legs aren't cramping after 30 minutes. It sounds basic, but you'd be shocked how many vehicles get this wrong. Add in stellar visibility, particularly over the shoulders where lane changes happen, and you've got an SUV that reduces driving fatigue. That radar cruise control? It maintains distance without abrupt braking. The lane centering feels natural, not robotic. And those weekend drives to see the grandkids? They make them something to look forward to instead of endure. Number 2, the 2026 Toyota Highlander. All right, here's the one that shows up in driveways across America for good reason. 3 rows, space for the whole crew when family visits, ground clearance that makes curbs and speed bumps irrelevant, and that Toyota badge on the grille? It's a promise that this vehicle will start every single morning, no drama, no excuses. The Highlander isn't trying to impress anyone. It's just built right. Step-in height is manageable without feeling like you're climbing into a truck. Once inside, the second row slides and reclines, perfect for when the grandkids need car seats or when you're the passenger on a longer trip. That third row folds completely flat when you need cargo space for, well, whatever life throws at you. Toyota's safety sense comes standard: pre-collision warning, pedestrian detection, automatic high beams that switch without you thinking about it. These aren't gimmicks. They're thoughtful assists that reduce stress during night driving or heavy traffic. The powertrain is smooth, no lurching, no harshness, just steady, predictable acceleration that gets you where you're going without theaters. And that hybrid option, fewer stops at the gas, means more time on the road between fill-ups. But here's what really matters with the Highlander: peace of mind. You're not worried about breakdowns. You're not second-guessing reliability. You're just driving. And sometimes that's the biggest luxury of all. And number 1, the 2026 Lexus RX. And here it is, the top spot. The Lexus RX represents everything an SUV should be for drivers who've seen enough miles to know what truly matters. First, that ride quality. Lexus engineers obsess over this. The suspension soaks up broken pavement, potholes, expansion joints, all that stuff that makes other vehicles jittery and harsh. The RX just glides. It's the difference between arriving relaxed versus arriving exhausted. Cabin noise? Almost non-existent. Wind noise at highway speeds? Barely a whisper. Road noise. Lexus insulated this thing like a recording studio, which means you can actually enjoy music, podcasts, or just peaceful quiet. But let's talk about the seats. Memory foam cushions that support without being firm. Heating and ventilation that works instantly. Lumbar support that adjusts to your exact preference. Power controls that make finding your perfect position effortless. The technology doesn't fight you. Large, clear displays, intuitive menus, voice commands that actually understand what you're saying. And that massive heads-up display shows everything you need without cluttering your view. Safety tech in the RX is next level. It watches cross-traffic when you're backing out of parking spots. It monitors your blind spots continuously. The adaptive cruise maintains smooth following distances in stop-and-go traffic so your right leg isn't constantly working the pedals. And here's something people overlook. The door handles. They're positioned perfectly. The door opens wide. The sill is low. Getting in and out is dignified, easy, natural. The RX isn't cheap, but it's worth every penny for drivers who refuse to compromise on comfort, safety, and that intangible quality called refinement. You've worked hard. You've earned this level of thoughtfulness in your vehicle. So, there you have it, 5 SUVs for 2026 that understand something essential. If this helped you think differently about your next vehicle, hit that subscribe button. We're here every week exploring cars that actually make sense for real life. And that little bell icon? That's how you catch the next video the moment it drops. Up next on your screen, you'll find our breakdown of the most reliable vehicles hitting showrooms in 2026. Trust me, you'll want to see what made the list. Because the road doesn't end when the calendar flips forward. It just opens up to better miles ahead.